When Will Carrier invented the air conditioner, little did he know that he would be doing the world a great big favor. But have you ever wondered what goes on inside this fabulous machine we call the AC? Well, you're about to find out as we take a tour of Panasonic's state-of-the-art facility, where they not only make ACs, but they also make washing machines. This is how Panasonic makes it in India. So this is where the aircon and the air conditioners and the washing machines are made by Panasonic. We're just going to go onto the shop floor and have some good people at Panasonic tell us how they do it, how they make it in India, and what is their Panasonic factory here all about. Let's go. So here we are at the shop floor where Panasonic is manufacturing their ACs and washing machines right behind me. I have with me Mr. Saurabh Rawat. Saurabh, please tell us how big is the facility? How many people do you employ over here?
This Panasonic Jhajjar facility, this is around 75 acres of land.
75 acres of
Yes,
land.
and almost 30% of area is covered till now.
All right.
The plant where we are standing right now is 25,000 square meter total covered area. In this, we are producing room air conditioners plus washing machines.
Okay.
So these are the two main products which we are producing.
And around how many employees do you have over here?
We have roughly, as on today, 800 of employees who are working within this plant.
So you are the man, the boss man who's overseeing everything over here. Tell us what a normal factory work day looks like for you. When you start work in the morning, what is your schedule like? What does your work day look like?
See, we start every day with the basic principle of Panasonic, that safety first for employee. So we have a morning assembly across the board. Then we discuss about what are the issues and what are the current challenges.
That's
for
good.
today.
You're always speaking to your employee,
Yes,
and
yes,
there's always
yes.
a conversation that's happening
Yes,
between
we have
Panasonic and the
yes,
employee.
we have a very, very close communication system between the entire team.
All right.
And then we start our daily activities of production targets and
Okay. And the targets are set in the morning, and then you oversee them throughout the day.
Yes. So,
Okay, so great. That was Saurabh. He's telling us how the factory works, but now he's going to walk us to the shop floor. So come follow me and let's see how Panasonic makes their ACs and washing machines here in India. So before we go on to the assembly line, you were telling me that Panasonic really focuses on the backward integration in its plants. So can you tell us a little bit about how that works?
this plant of air conditioner and washing machine is one of the most backward integrated plant among the industry.
Okay.
When I talk about backward integration means the component which is required for assembly. We are producing in-house.
Okay.
And,
so you're making the equipment to assemble also yourself, and
yes.
you're not buying it from any other manufacturer?
Yes. So majority of the component which play a key role for quality control, which play a key role in the performance, that component we are controlling by our side. All the tubing, which is the main component of air conditioner, is in-house.
Okay.
The plastic injection molding, majority is in-house. The press, the outdoor body, which we say, that is in-house.
Okay.
And many other components which we are controlling by our own side.
So
Quality
those
control.
were designed right here by Panasonic, or were they designed back in Japan and probably, implemented in
basic design is done by our mother factory, which is in Malaysia.
All right.
Then we transfer this technology to India, and our R&D team and Malaysia R&D team, they are working very, very closely
All right.
to develop product based on the local condition. So we are always keeping eye on what is the customer need.
Okay.
So based on that, how the product should be developed.
Okay. All right. Also, since you're making it in India right now, you're one of the few technology companies making it in India, making electronics in India. How has your experience been so far? Being an entity in India since 2012, this factory has been running. How has the experience been in terms of manufacturing, in terms of the kind of openness that the government is showing in getting electronics manufactured in India?
No, we welcome government initiative, especially for Make in India, and we are, as a Panasonic, we are in line.
Okay.
for moving ahead with Make in India concept.
Mm-hmm.
And even for the future roadmap,
Mm-hmm.
our Panasonic management is in line
Mm-hmm.
for future investment for India.
Okay.
Point is that how we are going to serve our society in
Mm-hmm.
India and the customer in a
Mm-hmm.
better way,
Mm-hmm.
which is only possible by local production. So we are ready to contribute for Make in India
So
fully.
you're saying that you also source raw materials locally from India?
Yes, many of the components are sourced locally.
Okay. If you had to put, a number to it, could you tell us the weightage of raw materials that are sourced from India as compared to the ones that are imported in your manufacturing
See, our
process?
intention is to secure source 100% from domestic.
Okay.
But uh, the biggest challenge of India manufacturing is that there are many components which cannot be produced locally.
Okay.
There is no source available.
Mm-hmm.
So we are talking to governments
Hmm.
at many forums, which we want that basically the backward manufacturing
Hmm.
and the component manufacturing has to be enhanced in
Hmm.
India,
Hmm.
so that the total assembly should be localized. This is our copper tubing section.
Okay.
So this copper tubing section is producing all the copper components which are
Okay.
required for making room air conditioners,
Mm-hmm.
and we are
Copper is
supplying.
a huge part of making an air
Yes, yes,
conditioner,
yes,
right? One of
yes,
the major
yes.
components. So tell us exactly what process is happening over
So
here.
we are making all the design of the copper
Mm-hmm.
which is required for air conditioner,
Okay.
all the brazing process, all the testing process.
So right here, there's some copper welding
Yes,
happening over
yes,
here.
yes,
So
yes.
where is this component going to fit in
This
inside the
component will
welding?
be going to fit in the air conditioner, which will complete the refrigerant cycle of the product.
So moving on from the copper molds that we just saw being welded, now we are here. I can see some tubes that are being rolled up. I think these look very familiar. Are these the tubes that you use to put outside your house when you fit in a split
Yes,
AC?
yes, very correct. This is used for connecting the indoor and outdoor.
Okay.
So that connecting tube process also we are doing in house.
Okay. So usually tubes are not made in-house by AC manufacturers. Is that what you're
Uh,
saying?
Very few manufacturers they produce in house.
Okay.
Normally they procure from outsourced.
Okay. So what is the reason for Panasonic, making these tubes also in the factory
Because
themselves?
we are using a very special copper
Okay.
and high quality copper, and plus the process which we are doing in house is totally controlled by our own uh, trained and expert employees.
Okay.
That's why this all critical process we are doing by our own
And
side.
I'm guessing the process is a secret recipe
Yes,
that you do
yes,
not want to
yes,
reveal
yes,
for
definitely.
obvious reasons.
And this total quality, because for us quality is on topmost priority.
Mhm.
When we entered 2012, our biggest challenge was that our manufacturing was shifting from Malaysia to India.
Okay.
But how we can maintain the same quality?
Hmm. Hmm.
To do that, we have sent our people to Japan.
All right.
They have stayed months for the training. People have gone to Malaysia, and we have made our people first.
Okay.
And after that, we put on the job.
So tell us how big a Herculean task it was to shift the whole base from Malaysia to India. I mean, you've been at the center of it since the beginning, and you've seen this whole facility come to life. How difficult was it? What were the hurdles? Some of the initial hurdles that you had to cross, to get the brand into India and the manufacturing process to India.
Setup plant was we never faced a challenge
Okay.
basically, because being a Japanese company, we have a very systematic process of evaluation, control, review mechanism. So in that process, we never face any issue. Especially all the employees are very young, so they were very energetic. Being associated with a Japanese brand,
I think we seem to be moving towards a press of sorts.
Uh,
What does this
this is plastic.
gigantic machine do?
Yes, these are plastic injection molding machines, which is required for plastic molding.
Okay.
And because to control the aesthetic quality of the product, we have these machines in house, and which are supporting the assembly line.
Okay. So what exactly happens inside this machine?
This is basically used to inject plastic molding parts.
Together?
The raw material is heated,
Okay.
and after heating, it is pressurized into a mold which is having the shape, and then finally come out of this part.
All right. Okay.
To mold the component,
Uh-huh.
of air conditioner here,
Uh-huh.
which is roughly the melt material, raw material, plastic molding material at around 250 degree.
Okay.
And then it transfer to the mold and take the shape which is required.
So usually, how long does it take for one mold to appear? I'm seeing here this is happening in seconds, so it's
Yes,
pretty
so
fast.
it depends on the mold, but roughly average cycle time is around 50 to 70 seconds
Okay.
of different components.
All right. And what about the wastage plastic material? There's sometimes you scrape off some extra
Yes.
wasted plastic material. What happens to that? Is it reused again in components?
No, we have a very systematic recycling system.
Okay.
So it goes to the recycling plant,
All right.
and then the treatment happens.
So sort of here I see a large press and I believe this is the back part of the AC that I've seen usually the outside covering. What exactly is happening over here?
Yeah, you are very correct. This is the outdoor part
Okay.
of the air conditioner,
Yeah.
and this is a 600-ton press, which is fully automatic. You can see the components which are coming outside,
Yeah.
and
So
this
the
material.
mold is already fitted in.
Yes, mold is already fitted in, and this material, which is the uniqueness of Panasonic. We say
Okay.
our product is tough and eco,
Uh-huh.
because tough is because this material is very strong,
Okay.
and eco is because there is no painting. You can see
Okay,
it.
so yeah, I was noticing that there's no painting over
Yes,
here.
yes.
How do you manage that? What about rusting of components?
Actually, that's
How
why
is
we
that
say
managed?
tough, because this is rust-free material,
Okay,
and this material we are importing from Japan.
okay.
And
What is it called?
this material we called it Super Dyma,
Okay.
and this is one of the uniqueness of our Panasonic product.
So this you import from Japan,
Yes.
and because this is such a tough material, you don't need to paint it,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. In
And
Japan,
it withstands the life of the
yes,
product.
yes, and even in Japan, there are many big stadiums and bridges which are made out of these materials.
Oh, so these
So
are used in making stadiums and bridges
yes,
as well.
yes. So it
So
is
it's just
very
a solid construction
very
material.
solid construction.
There you go. Now, if you're buying a
Yes.
Panasonic AC, you know it's tough and it won't rust because of this material. Now you know that. Let's go on and move on to the next procedure. So the grill-like structure that you see at the back of your AC. That sometimes if you touch it, you can even move it up and down, and the hot air blows out of the AC from that. And that's what is getting made inside. Panasonic has a proprietary design to it. So talk about it. What is happening
Yes,
inside?
we have a unique design of heat exchangers, and we are making all heat exchangers in house.
Okay. All
Either
right.
it is evaporator or it is condenser.
So what is the function of the heat exchanger? What exactly does it
Heat
do?
exchanger plays a major role in terms of heat transfer. Uh, we can say this is one of the most important part of air conditioner.
Okay. So, you know how people keep their ACs on for 10, 12 hours at a stretch. So, this has to be made of a material which is, very sturdy and
Yes,
which can withstand that amount of heat going through it.
yes.
So, can you elaborate on the kind of, material or
See,
probably what
our
you do to ensure that this does not happen, that the quality of this grill is good?
our all materials are globally approved,
Okay.
meaning we have approved sources globally, which Panasonic any manufacturing companies can purchase.
Okay.
So we have a very strong raw materials which we are importing and using the making the heat exchangers.
So here you can see the final finished heat exchange unit that goes on and fits to your AC at the back of your AC. So when you switch on your AC for 12 hours at a stretch and you wonder why nothing's going wrong, this is the thing right here, the component right here that makes sure that the AC does not heat up and the exchange of heat is done properly and carried out in an adequate manner. You can see this is the final finished product over here. It has the aluminium rings as well that we saw getting manufactured earlier. From here, we are going to move on to the final assembly process. So let's go. So Saurabh, we are finally, at the assembly line. This is the most, exciting line in the factory because things are finally getting together. So
Yes,
tell
yes.
us what's happening over here on the
Yes.
side.
So what we have seen till now, that all material supply is transferred to assembly lines now,
Okay,
and the assembly process starts.
all right.
So we have a very strong assembly controls. Especially you can see different caps of people, which is a different identification who is authorized to do which job.
Okay.
So
So
manpower
the
control,
white coats and the green coats that you
yes,
are seeing, they're
yes,
doing different operations
different
completely,
operations,
right?
yes, and visual control. As a Japanese way, we have a very strong control of Japanese visual control. So visual control means that we can identify from our eyes that what is correct and what is wrong.
Okay.
So
Very smart way of, getting to
yes,
know which
yes,
worker is doing
yes,
what.
yes. So we have a very strong quality control checks, especially in terms of safety, in terms of performance, in terms of leakage.
So what are the some few things that you need to look for when you're doing your quality testing? In terms of, if you've assembled one whole AC, what are the some problems that you look for that you don't let pass?
Yes, so we have a very strong quality checks,
Okay.
and 100% product we are checking by our automatic machines.
Okay.
So especially in terms of performance, safety, and the leakage, the machines are capturing all the data of the product so that we can analyze and ensure the quality.
So, sort of one of my other questions is, since the quality checks are being done by a machine, what if, one of the units does not pass the quality check? What happens to that unit?
No, we cannot allow. Our process are designed like this that if any machine skip the process, it cannot be packed.
Okay.
So, because there are automatic clearance system
All right.
and multiple stages of
Okay.
clearance, so that is not possible.
So gas leak inspection, as you were talking about, is one of the most important quality checks when you are, finally compiling the AC together. Tell us, how do you check for any gas leaks that could be there in it?
Again, this is also fully automatic gas leak inspection. So
Okay.
there is no chances of any skippage
All right.
of the product, and we ensure very small leakage.
Uh-huh.
Our machine is capable to detect any small leakage.
So the machine over there, the machine
Yes,
he's using, that's the one that detects
yes,
the
that is
leakage.
it.
Okay, so he points it. So can you just tell me what exactly he's doing?
He is checking the wherever the joints are there.
Okay.
So because the possibility of leakage happens only where the joints are there.
Okay.
So he checked every joints, and this machine is very precise. So it can detect any single leakage, and we are very sure the product which is passing from here will have no leakage. And this
And
is
I
the
see,
final
the
packing final packing line.
Okay.
Uh, Here the quality checks are finished, and
So
then
what is the model number of this AC that's being made over here?
today we are producing 1.5 ton room air conditioner.
Okay. 1.5 ton room air conditioner. But is there a name to it? So our viewers maybe can go out and buy the AC that's getting made over here right now.
Today we are producing UC18RKY3 model.
So this is your final product,
Yes,
guys.
yes.
Panasonic AC 1.5 ton, completely ready and packed to be shipped from this factory itself. There you have it, guys. That is how Panasonic makes it in India. Keep watching Digit for more such videos.